Hi everyone, it's Robin. Welcome back to the nest. First and foremost, I apologize for being gone for so long. I've been sick forever and a day, it seems like. It isn't this COVID thing, it's my allergies, and my allergies turned into bronchitis, and the same thing happened last year if you guys are following along with me, but I wound up losing my voice and getting bronchitis with it, and then this year I just seem to be really struggling to shake it. I'll feel better for a couple of days and I'll try to get some things done, and then poof, it's back again. Pollen's horrible here. I'm sure it's bad everywhere, but anyway, enough of that. I was actually going to do this last month, and I thought they're never going to be able to hear what I'm trying to say, and I'm trying my best to speak as clearly as possible. But I started doing No Paper Left Behind, and I haven't done that. Have I done it all year this year? I have completely lost track of all of my days, my months, everything. But because I've been in self-quarantine, golly, I put myself in self-quarantine, 3 weeks before everybody else had to be quarantined. But anyway, I have to show you all this now. Well, I had put myself in self-quarantine. I couldn't get out and shop or anything, but I did find on, I was talking to my best friend, and she had bought the Prima Golden Coast by Frank Garcia, and was doing some different things with it, like scanning it and making pillows and such for our house. And she was saying that she loved this paper pad, and I thought, oh, her birthday was coming up, and yes, I'm late getting her gift to the post office, but that's beside the point. But anyway, I thought I'd give anything if I had that paper pad to where I could make her something. And it may have been in March when this all happened. Like I said, I'm confused on the days now. So I was looking online, just happened to look real quick like, and Peachy Cheap had the whole little kit, and I thought, oh my gosh, it's meant to be. So I ordered it, and I got the 6x6 pad, the little puffy stickers, let's see if I can find the rest, the little journaling cards, whoops, and I just dropped everything, dag nabbit, the ephemera, and I'll just put them over here. The rest of it's down in the floor, what I haven't used so far. And then the little say it in crystals. So what I'm going to show you that I've made, used everything except these sheets right here, and I may wind up going back, and I really wanted to make her a card with one of these excuse me, with one of these, but well, I'll show you in just a second. But everything that I don't use, I am sending on to her so she can use it somehow. These little puffy stickers, I just love them. I think they're the cutest little things ever. And of course, I love Frank Garcia. But I also put in, I am going to pick these up. Hang on a second. Sorry, I did pick them up out of the floor. So these are little ephemera pieces. These were part of one of these sheets right here that I cut apart, but I'm sending everything that I have left over onto her. Plus, I had found this little globe in my stash and was going to add it to this project, but then I thought, no, I'm going to send it on to her and let her do it. So I don't know when you all will actually see this, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I'm feeling better by the time this video uploads, because I just have pooey on it. I'm not going to try to wait to make videos anymore for when I feel good, because I don't know when I'm going to feel better enough and sound better enough to where I can make videos for you. So just bear with me. But I have some things that I really want to share, and so y'all can see what I've been doing. So there we have it. This like I said, this is what we have left, and this is a No Paper Left Behind. So I consider it No Paper Left Behind, even if all of these ephemera pieces are going to. They won't be here with me anymore for me to look at and try to figure out what to use them with. But the rest of this will be gone and used. So, because it's about the paper. So here is my project. And so it started out, and I do not have a tutorial on this because I'd work on it, I'd go lay down, work on it a little bit more. So I didn't do measurements or anything on it, and I apologize for that, but I think it turned out so cute. Okay, so I started out making an easel card up here, and you all had seen me do one of these with one little box in, was it February? Was it, yeah, the one that I had made for my husband, and I filled the box with little kisses and stuff. Yeah, so I did this one as like a little desk organizer for her. And you can see right here I used one of the pieces of ephemera and popped this up on some foam, and I added the little seahorse, and then I added a post-it note here. And my thinking was I really didn't want to cover all this up because it's so pretty. But I was thinking, you know, she could write her note, and if she needed to remind herself of something, she could just put it up here and it could be looking at her. So, there's that. And then, over here on this side, there's a little box that I created for her to put her pens and whatever she wants to put in, and I'm going to send this little pen to her because I had it in my stash of, you know, things to give away to put in Happy Meal and stuff, and I thought, oh, that goes with everything. Plus she loves flamingos, so I don't know, that just spoke flamingo to me. But I made the little box here on the side, and you can see it's everything's made out of chipboard, of course. And then this is one of the journaling note cards, and one of the little puffy stickers here. So there that is. I have also added gold corners on everything as an accent piece. And these little knobs right here were originally brown, like I think they were Tim Holtz. And so I painted them, shabbied them up a little bit. And so each one of them pull out, and it's just a good sized drawer. And they're all, you know, nice and sturdy. And then there's going to be more stuff in these drawers, but I didn't want to show you everything that I was going to put in there, so it'll be a surprise for Susie. But I did make, she loves to make cookies and ride around on her golf cart and hand them out to all of her neighbors and stuff. I mean, she's she's a great painter and an even more amazing cookie maker. So I thought that I would just make, remember I had been looking for this die. Well, back it feels like a century ago. I did find this die at Tuesday morning, And I used it, and I was watching Susan Tootsie Tucker when she was making these, and I thought I could make some of those. So I think I did 2 or 3 layers. You have to remember, these have been done for a long time, just to where they were like nice and thick. I cut them with 110-pound cardstock to where they would be really nice and thick. So I did them in black, pink, and white. And I wrote Singer, at the bottom of them, like an old Singer sewing machine. But I thought that she could add a little string to them and attach them to cookies, or, some little something that she wanted to give her neighbors. She's all the time spreading joy. And then the next one, there's a little, I have a heart, a piece of a heart ephemera that was done in there. The second drawer is the exact same size as the first one. But this third one here, you can see it's a little bit larger than these two. This project just kept growing. It went from an easel card to an easel box, and then I thought, oh no, let's do this one. I mean, it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But I was having so much fun, I just love it. Now, I do want to say that the paper that I used for the actual box itself, excuse me, is not from Golden Coast. It is from, I think it's called Love Story by Prima. But it's just Paris and maps and all. So, the last one then, if you all have followed me for very long, you all saw me do one of these that was similar to this years ago for a sweet little lady up in Canada. And I miss her so much. She's not on anymore. But I made one similar to this for her. And her name was Shirley Rebels, and she loved it. But the third one isn't a drawer. It's actually a mini album with a pull. So I'm going to set this aside over here so I can kind of show you. This is a very basic, not real frilly to where it isn't intimidated, to where Susie can just take and print her pictures out and put them in here of whatever she wants. Now, her and her husband are snowbirds, and I've mentioned this before. And so, aside from this year, they're normally in, winter down in Florida. And I thought, well, she can use it for that, or she can use it for her own craft projects to be able to look back at it. Whatever she wants, but I wanted to make it super easy for her, to where she didn't have to think a lot about it. I didn't put a pocket or anything on this front page here, because this was another one that is just so beautiful. The paper is just so beautiful that I just didn't feel like it needed anything else, and that it would actually take away from it rather than adding to it. So I left it. And if she wants to put a picture here, that's fine. This is part of the ephemera, and behind the little seahorse, I did back it in some gold because I wanted gold accents through this to match back to the little organizer. But there's just a little tuck spot here, and if she wants to make a little note about the picture that's here, then that's fine. She can do that. And then here, just put a picture on there, or do some journaling, whatever. Just like I said, I didn't embellish all of them. If she wants to embellish, embellish them, she'll have all of the extra stuff. She isn't big into paper crafts, but not because she couldn't be, because she's incredibly talented. But that's just, she likes to paint and do other things. So there's 3 layers here, as you can see, and there are magnets in here. So it just keeps opening up, and I was trying to make it kind of look like, you know, it was all one piece of paper, you know, one thing. Then picture, picture, and then all that closes up and you flip it over. Now, because this is here and because it sticks out so far, I have a hard time getting it to lay. It wouldn't lay completely flat, but that's okay. This is a tuck spot back here as well. Here, let me get this little sticky note so I can show you. This is a tuck spot back here as well. If she wants to put a picture in behind there. It's just 2 pieces that are layered up. 2 pieces of ephemera layered up. And then this opens up, but then it also pulls out. Right here is where I was saying that I could probably, if I wanted to, use the rest of my paper. Wow. And I would be done with No Paper Left Behind in one project. How cool is that? So then on this page, I put another one of those journaling cards down in here, and I kind of layered this ephemera up in behind this little frame. And this little frame I actually cut down and rounded the corners from the baby shower invitations. I still had this gold here, and that's where I cut that out. And I wasn't going to throw it away because you all know how expensive gold paper is. So anyway, I just did it like that, and she can, you know, she can write on this, or she can put a picture in here of her and her sweet husband or something. Then it opens on up. Magnets again. And so it just repeats. But this one right here, wait, it's pink on pink. But this is a belly band that I created. Hopefully you can see that there. To where she can slide a picture in behind and have these 3 pieces of ephemera. I wish that there had been some way that I could have stopped this, the knob from making this ugly here, but by the time she puts all of her pretty pictures and stuff in there, no one's going to pay any attention to that, I hope. So then on this one, what did I do here? Oh, I must have glued all that down. Okay, so I glued it all down. She'll put her picture here and see. That will cover that up. And then again, here's another just to pull out. And they just slide right back in. And then on this one, this is another one of the little journaling cards. And I think this little crab is so sweet. And it just tucks, you know, in behind there. Because this is some ephemera that I just took from the collection. But then on this one, I just turned it into a little booklet for her. I just tuck that back in there. I may actually keep me one of these just to put in one of my projects. I'm sure she wouldn't care at all. So anyway, that opens up, and then here again, I think, yeah, I made that to where it's a little tuck spot as well. You know, if she has a little receipt from somewhere they go eat or whatever she wants to do. It's her album. She can do with it whatever she wants. Anything she can think of. And then again, these pages are all the same. They all have magnets. The basic shape anyway is all the same. And then it opens here like this. Again, this pulls out to where she can put more pictures, write, or whatever she wants to do. And then on this one I added the bow. And this is some ribbon that I had in my stash that I had bought from Dollar Tree. So I just made her a little bow, and to close it rather than doing magnets on this one, just to have something a tad bit different, and to add some more of that gold in there. Because if you noticed on all of the pieces of ephemera, I glued them down on gold cardstock, and then I fussy cut around them just to give them a little bit more gold accent. And then there's another one of the journaling cards, and this is a tuck spot as well. This is part of the paper, but this is a tuck spot. And so it opens up just like the others, except the only difference is this one didn't have a magnet. And then here's the last page. There were 4 pages in here. 4, 8, but you know what I'm saying, 4 pages. So then this one here is a little pocket, as you can see. Hopefully you can see that. That I made with some scraps of the paper, backed it with gold cardstock, and then I layered some of the ephemera pieces, and then I put another one of the little note cards there. And it opens on up like this, and again this pulls out. And then on the back page, the back cover, I just added a little corner pocket for her. And this was a scrap piece that I had left. So the only thing that was tossed in the garbage was this little piece, you know, just where I cut those little angles. It went in the garbage. But other than that, I didn't waste anything. So this is, I'll tie that back up in a minute. This is one of the projects that I worked on, and it is my No Paper Left Behind for the month of May, even though the majority of this was done in April. We're going to call it for May, okay? Are you guys good with that? I just wanted you to see what you could create, even with the 6x6 pad. And this had 30 sheets in it, and let's see how many sheets I have left. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 exactly left, so more than likely what I'm going to do is take these last 4 pages and put them in the mini album where I showed you, and then I'll be done. Poof. But yeah, I wanted to show you what you could do with one 6x6 paper pad that had 30 sheets by Prima. Aside from the fact that, of course, there's solid cardstock. This is the papers, as far as paper goes. There's solid cardstocks, and then I did use, I think this was 2 sheets of the 6x8 paper pads of Love Story. I don't think I still have that out, but I think it was 2 sheets of that. It may have been 3. I can't remember now, but I had to have it because my length, I wasn't going to have enough paper if I didn't use a little bit more. But this is it, and then I guess I can show you the bottom, because the feet too, I just had some, whoops, there goes the little peacock pen. I had these little wooden balls left over that were flat on one side from where I made all of the books for all of the rest of the ladies, except for some of the new ones that had come in for Christmas. Remember, I made the December daily books and stuff, and then I made that, I forget what I was calling them, put washi tape on them. You guys remember if you've been following me. But anyway, these were some extra that I had left from that, so I just painted them up and put feet on there. And to where it would sit up like a little dresser. See, like that. And she can, you know, she can use like some of the little satin crystals somewhere on here if she wants, or, you know, just do whatever she wants to with it. But I did want to show you all that, and just know I probably won't come back on and show you that I did use the other 4 sheets in here, but that's where I'm going to use them. So 1 6x6 paper pad, voila, plus just a couple of more sheets of this, the 6x8. 6x8, I guess, is the size of that paper pad. And some chipboard, and that's what I created. And that is my hashtag No Paper Left Behind for the month of May. I know that there's a bunch of new ladies that have joined in this challenge, and I apologize that I haven't said hello to you, because, you know, I've taken some months off that I knew I was going to have to anyway for the baby shower. But I haven't been watching a whole lot of videos, and when I do, it's normally right before I fall asleep, and I haven't been commenting, I haven't been doing anything. And I apologize for that. I haven't watched, I don't know what's going on, everything that's going on, but I'm going to go to Daniella's channel, get the list of the other ladies, and please go check them out and see what they've done for this month. I need to do the same thing as well, if I can stay awake long enough, or stop with some of the other things that I've been doing that I'll talk to you about later in another video. I'll still be wearing the same shirt, but anyway, I've missed you all. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're staying safe, that you're healthy, and above all, that you're staying motivated and happy. Talk to you guys later. Bye.